Hello everyone, welcome to NeverWinter Nights 2, day 9, I believe it is now. Right now we just finished the trial proving our innocence from being the guy that slaughtered Ember Town. And right now, pretty much catching up. Some of the missed stuff I've done is, yeah, we got quite a few things in the quest that I have to complete. And I also need to catch up on with some of the party members. I think I'll start with Quora first. Listen to all she has to say, then probably do this Highcliff Castle thing. And I think we're supposed to bury the bodies of Ember Town too. So I'll do that as well. Yeah, let's be over here to Quora.
Great! What's wrong now?
Who is Jockeries?
Glenna's father, and one of the masters at the school. Deals with enchantments and reagents. Powerless, like the others.
She is so full of herself. Glenna?
That little twig of a girl who threatened me. Us, at the Sunken Flagon. Don't worry, I'm trying to forget her too.
I've already forgotten her. He threatened his daughter, he may take action.
He's all bluster and talk like the rest of them. I was defending myself, and if he's too blind to see that, then let him try to do something. He even has to get his students to fight for him. A worthless house, if you ask me. His daughter deserved what happened.
Wow. If he tries to fight with you and us, he'll get what he deserves.
My thought exactly. We'll teach him what you won't find in any school book.
Have other questions?
Go on and ask.
Tell me about yourself.
Why? Like you care? If I didn't almost burn down your uncle's dumb establishment, I wouldn't even be here.
Hey!
Oh, stow it, you drunk.
Both of these kind of make me sound like an butthead too, so... What's your problem, I guess?
My problem is, people keep telling me what to do, and I don't need to hear it anymore. I can handle myself. I know my powers, and I don't need somebody telling me how to use them.
You said you wouldn't have burned down the house. What other questions are you?
Go on and ask.
Do you know those students were who attacked us?
They're from a rival house at the academy. Some of their students were punished when they decided to attack me.
What did they do exactly?
Talking behind my back, ridiculing me for my studies, saying I was temperamental and that I lacked any sort of discipline. When I confronted them on it, they finally admitted it. So I struck back.
So he did strike first.
No, they were attacking me first. Gossip, slander. I won't abide insults from those tome readers.
Not unleashing your power like that was reckless. Somebody could have been hurt.
Others have tried to lecture me, and I really could care less. They crossed me, and they got what they deserved.
Other questions for you?
Go on and ask.
Okay, I guess we're done with her. Let's see.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever talked to her.
Oh, look who has a question. And here I'd thought you'd forgotten all about me.
Technically I just left you on the back burner, so technically yes. What do you mean?
You certainly do seem to be showing an interest in Chandra. Or perhaps it's just my imagination.
No, you're very much right. She's a bit more useful. Is that jealousy I hear?
I think you presume too much. As if I care about the opinions of a blind harborman muck farmer.
Whoops.
Is there something you need?
Why are you trying to help me?
My reasons are my own, and I will share them when I wish. Until then, you must learn patience and trust that I am your ally in this, until the end.
I have other questions for you?
What did you wish to know?
She's pissed. Have you heard the word Kalacha before?
It is not a dwarvish or elvish word, but I have heard some of the creatures who pursue you speak that phrase, like a title or a curse.
Any questions for you?
What did you wish to know?
Can you tell me of the mayor of Deadman?
The mare is no longer a place I know well, and where it once teemed with life, now it has fallen silent. Something stirs there, but I know not what.
You think you could track it down?
Others have gone in search of its heart and not returned. I do not wish to cast my life away until I know more about what faces us.
Other questions for
What
you?
did you wish to know?
If you know about the presence in the mayor, can you guide us to it?
The mare is no longer a place I know well. Something has built a black wall, something beyond which none of the circle could pass, even with the secret ways. All it touches dies, and it is slowly growing, advancing from the heart of the mare and driving life before it. And without life, without the land to aid us, one without the means to cross that wall is threatened to be consumed by it.
Can you tell me more about this barrier?
Such things are not born of the land. It is a blight, a presence from somewhere else that strikes at Faerun. Perhaps only by reaching beyond the land, into the libraries and tomes written on the skin of the trees and beasts, can such mysteries be made clear.
Other questions for
What did you wish to know?
Before you mentioned the circle, what did you mean?
It is not something I wish to discuss. Let us leave it for another time. If there is something else you wish to ask, then do so. But there are some things which shall remain mine and mine alone.
Yeah, she's pissed. Were you responsible for Badger and the rooting my enemies and twice on the road?
I was the one who sent the animals of the forest to your aid, though there are fewer of them to answer my call than in days past. And yes, I summoned nature to aid you when the second group attacked.
Why were you following me?
It is not something I can explain, but I feel these creatures pursue you for a reason. Where you walk, so do they. You are either a threat or prey to them, and I must discover which.
Why is that important to you?
These creatures that hound you are responsible for other crimes. Much rides on this, both from the past and the present.
Why did you wait so long before revealing yourself?
I was uncertain of your goals and your intentions, and whether you were some ally of these creatures. Only during the later stages of the attack did I feel compelled to intervene. It is always in our nature to watch, to observe. To act is at times difficult.
Our nature? Are there more of you?
It is not something I wish to discuss. Let us leave it for another time. If there is something else you wish to ask, then do so. But there are some things which shall remain mine and mine alone.
So pissed. We've spoken enough, let's move on. Yes, I got the board and...
What's going on?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Me? Well, I don't know. I'm me, I guess.
You sound a little surprised.
No one usually asks, so finding the words is a little hard. Trust me. People usually make up the whole story once they spot the demon blood, if they ask at all.
Well, I'd like to know. I'm curious.
This is so exciting. Wow, where to begin? Okay, well, I have no idea who my mom or dad was. I was abandoned, but raised by priests who tried to convert me, so I went away for a long time.
Okay. Priests?
Yeah, priests of Helm. The Watcher. The Vigilant One. Kind to children. Were they a hard-headed bunch? Really up on the discipline, not so much on the caring and forgiveness. But they're priests of Helm, so what are you gonna do?
Not much on forgiveness.
Yeah, I mean, we all get into trouble sometimes, or a lot. And I guess they ran out of I forgive yous at some point. Anyway, so after helping myself to their collection plate after a particularly moving sermon, I decided to see what else I could help myself to. But you know, those tales could fill a book, and I don't want to chew your ear off. Maybe some other time.
Other questions for you?
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
Oh, boys. You're a Titan?
Yeah, but shh. Don't tell anyone. I wouldn't want anyone else to figure it out. I mean, aside from the horns and the traces of demon blood.
Question.
Questions.
Go ahead. I'm all horns.
You have any useful skills?
I'm good at slipping into places, but not all the time. Coaxing locks to open, dodging traps, you know, subtle stuff. And I may have accidentally backstabbed some people in the past, but if they couldn't see me coming, well, that's their loss.
Accidentally? Sure. No questions?
Questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns.
Let's keep moving. This one's left as the bard.
Some way I can help?
What do you do?
Why? What don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
Phantom spiders? How do you get new songs?
Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world.
Go to level up. What do you do with all the knowledge you collect?
What? Why, I collect it.
But why?
I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really.
Is it hard to keep track of all of it?
Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again.
True. Other questions?
Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
You know what Kalacha means?
Kalakcha. Kalakcha.
Sounds Queen
Let me think. Well, it's not gnomish, goblin, orcish, elvish, draconic. Well, unless the K is silent, but even then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word?
Yes, but there doesn't seem to be a translation for it.
Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name. Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images.
Are we going for a while? Okay. And you. So, you always. Cora. Okay, I think I need to.
Yes.
Let's do that. Okay, we'll do medium armor. Nice.
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
It's 2, 4. This is aluminium. Let's go with that. Oops.
I am listening.
Yes.
Two. Efficiency. You're familiar as this little weasel. Totally useless. I'm trying to get you at least medium armor. Those robes are so useless. Keep dying like crazy. Well, increase. Oh, grab constitution on that. I would really like to get her armor up. Oh, yes. Craft.
Everyone, follow me.
Oh, I don't want to. Sell that.
Well, yes.
Back.
Something you want?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Man, she has so much AC to survive. Stupid robe.
Yes.
What's going on?
I am listening.
Just the clothes. Let's see. Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, why does it cancel because the clothes on that? You got +2 there, so the same as this. Shouldn't this cancel that out?
I am listening.
Why does this cancel it out? It's like doesn't go. No, it's just lower. It's just int. Weird. It's because of the necklace? I guess the necklace.
Yes.
We got the infinite bow too.
Yes.
Well, yes.
I think we're all good. Six chunk.
I am listening.
Let's chunk. Chunk. Chunk.
How can I help?
What's going on?
So this. Scroll. Okay.
Well, yes.
Take the guy over here. Look at that. Use all my evil, and then boom. Put those away. One, still forward. Not bad.
Something you want?
Can you use time shields yet? She can.
Well, yes.
Tempting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Everybody, follow me!
Yes.
you can use that.
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Something you want?
Let's see. Just 3. Much better. So I'll place the social. Is this guy got anything new? Video chapter sale. Special spells. Looks like all the same stuff. Singing storm. Dex. Oh no. Decreases the no saving. Save it. Okay. Let's go back to Ember and the oldest bodies. against them. Lust, why do you ask? Hey. There we go. Okay. It's a Roby bastard. Go on. Are you planning on collecting this bounty? Oh, of course. I've killed demons, whatever that name is, and entire orc tribes. I have no trouble with you. I get that. Having been a danny.
Appio novo.
Why do you have to waste it on that? I hate that auto select on summons.
Appio novo. Appio novo. Glory conforus.
Let's see.
Something you want?
What would you like?
Can't move! Carrying too much stuff.
Transfer quickness. Nice. Just spell haste. It's just a song.
Everybody, follow me!
It should go. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, hell yeah. 9. Burn so far. You. 34. Maybe. Oh, it's already on you. One shot play. This one shot David. Even though I have it equipped, it doesn't show up. Dang. Well, oh. I need herbs now. 2. Yeah, look at that. Now your dex is way up there.
I am listening.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Who's on Riveros?
Sorry, your name. Fast forward, spell immunity to web. That's nice. Put that on. You do the most damage. Spellcraft. I just realized you don't actually have slots. Or it's sorcerer wizard. Guess I'll just use it on you for the heck of it.
Yes.
Oh, you already have it too on. What's this? Oh, you already have that on. Okay, great. Guess it's going to me then. Count on you. Count on you.
Yes.
Yes.
You? That's a 2. What? Oh, it's saving throws. Screw that.
Something you want?
Yes.
Follow me, everyone. Grab a buddy and let's head out.
I am listening.
Does not count on you.
Yes.
Resistance, right?
Yes.
I am listening.
How can I help?
Okay. And there's some.
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
I don't need that anymore. Put that in the back though. Counts. Orange here. It's pretty nice. That's what I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Timber. How worried about dead bodies? Okay. Split that. So weird. Man, what assassins would give for that salt. That's how you just dispose of a dead body right there. Oh, I can't give the kitties peace. That's just cruel. That's just cruel and wrong right there. What are you doing back here? Yeah, I already talked to you before, and I don't know why he's back here. About to use collected. Still don't know what's with the spider in there. Last man. As you asked. I shall treasure it then. Oh sure, yeah, give me an amulet that's called the Amulet of Doom Guide. Amulet of Doom. Okay. Maybe Death Magic, that's nice. Amulet Truth, True Seeing, whatever that means. Even this thing. No. Oops. I have no idea what true seeing is. Shows a description somewhere for that. Oh well. Racers 3, not bad. I have 4 down. What is that? Here, there. So our quickness is 10,000 now. Actually, I can give that to my rogue. Two. I keep that. There we go. There's a gold limit? Where? There's no gold limit on them. Apparently she's out of money. I didn't even know they had limited money. You're the one of the fancy stuff. See the more fun items. That's just a use thing. Thank you. That's all do you have? Let's search for... Oh no, negatives. Nope, don't need no negatives. Get her slings. Put my ammo.
Yes.
What's going on?
How can I help?
bigger. Keep that. To me, it's just so higher.
Well, yes.
Yes. Let's see what you like to say. It's bright. Enchantment 4. Can that? This is a 2d4. This is not. Stone? You definitely. This might be good for chance to stun. Okay.
Follow me, everyone. Grab a buddy and let's head out.
Pretty sure it's been really good though. 96 and 2 bonus. Man, that's expensive. It's just a huge upgrade.
Well, yes.
78 though. Dragon Slayer. It's just versus dragons. Beast. Versus human, of course. Or the win. It's not infinite ammo. Lost. I like the idea, but I still. Everything thing again. That'd be a big upgrade for her. I want to keep my greatsword too. I guess I keep it in. Nutrition was 67. Watch it, definitely keep it.
Yes.
I do have to get it.
Well, yes.
Something you want?
Nice. Let's see.
What's going on?
What the keepers are those?
What would you like?
I'm gonna keep it this way though. I don't know, maybe they're not in there
No,
anymore.
sorry. I can't do that.
How do I find her new employer? I think this person here. Sorry about Bradbury. What will you do now? No idea. Ooh. I think just to go to the hill rounds now. Go for something else. Walking into a wall, dude. Ah, you're there. How short this too? Get only at 500. Ah. I ain't selling my sword. Just have to go kill some fools and shit. Who are you? This is need. What went wrong? I've already found them. They were killed by an evil cleric and raised as his undead minions. Here's the pay they have set aside for you. Thank you. Okay. One done. Echo Castle Ruins. Fort Log. Let's see, ruins, so. See, it doesn't let me out there anymore. So how am I supposed to finish this quest? Yeah, it's just kind of windy. Yeah. I guess it's completely bugged where I can't do that anymore. Dang it, I hate having stuff in here that's completely undoable. That's where this goes part of old wow. Maybe 4 o'clock. And this is way before. Yeah. Yeah, that's broken too. Yeah, this one I just don't know about. This is Kilgore. Oh, that's nice. It's probably over here. Dinosaurs over there.
Something you want?
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
Yeah?
We don't have any focal point. Yes, instantly.
Well, yes.
Yes.
This is 1 to 12. Oh, this is only versus evil. This is versus everything. This is better.
What would you like?
Temple. Temple's in the market. Can we get some bit cheaper here again? I belong to the bunch. Just a rehash. Meet my friend, show her some respect. Yay, got my influence. I think we're good. In here. So you're here then, I'm sure, with your talent, you'll get there someday.
Yes.
Oh, the sticky fingers. Mask of agitation. Oh, yeah. Why is everybody so broke? One person in this whole place had money. Seriously.
What would you like?
Okay, onward to the churches. Nothing from here for this though. Okay. Looks like it's all caught up. What's got left is this one, looks like. So we're gonna have to get out of there in order to talk to them.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Tarenre Masenabok.
That was not too this one.
Jubilation!
Really?
Jubilation!
Jubilation.
Well, yes.
Those are silent.
Well, that's just a bad idea. It ain't right.
Boys.
Well, that's just a bad idea. It ain't right. I have to say no.
Special abilities.
Puson Revelos.
Oh. I think I don't really cast it.
What? Did I do something wrong?
Ah, so that's how we do it. You're right, you look a little lost.
Well, aside from the frequent kidnapping, yes, I suppose I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. But don't worry, I'll try to keep up. So don't trouble yourself, all right?
If you have any questions, ask. I am here to help you.
All right. I mean, I know I haven't been around you as much as, say, Kelgar Idiot Fist.
Hey!
Calm down. Monks aren't supposed to get sensitive about things like that.
Well, Iron Fist monks are. We have our pride.
I think I need you to explain to me one more time what we're doing. We're being hunted and accused, put on trial, and you've got silver things in you. Anyway, with all that's been going on, I'm not sure I understand why it's been going on.
What don't you understand?
Well, first off, the shards in you. Sorry, the shard in you and the shards you carry. Where do they come from?
Well, one is buried in my chest, the others I simply find.
What are they shards of?
A powerful sword of an Exilfar people.
Okay, see, that's where you start to lose me. Why is this thing inside you? And why is it broken? And what are you supposed to do with it? Kill a dragon or...
I'm supposed to use it against the King of Shadows.
And the King of Shadows is who? Like Elminster, except evil?
I have no idea yet.
But you're willing to keep trying to find out?
Not much choice. If I don't try, it just makes things worse.
You mean this Black Garius? He's also helping the King of Shadows, right?
He's something of a mystery.
So what do those Githyanki want with you? Are they with the King of Shadows?
I want the shards and the sword back.
But one of those shards is in your chest. If it comes out, you're dead.
That's part of the problem, yes.
This is the most bizarre series of events I've ever heard.
Not me.
Not now, Grobnar.
All right.
So what are you going to do about all this exactly?
I have to stop the King of Shadows. If this weapon is all that can hurt him, we need to use it or else others will suffer.
All right. Well, as long as you don't get me killed doing it, I'll do what I can.
Don't worry, I have faith you'll pull through.
Well, I'm glad you think so. But thanks. I appreciate the support.
Any questions?
All right. Go on and ask.
Are you really worried about me in a fight alone?
Of course I was. Did you see that guy? He was huge! I mean, look, you're a big hero and everything, but that monster would have made an Umber Hulk think twice about attacking.
Thanks for caring. Appreciate you looking out for me.
Well, it's no big deal. I wasn't looking out for you or anything. I was just thinking about it a lot. Been worrying. Anyway, just forget I said anything. And remind me not to say anything in front of Grobnar again. All right. Go on and ask.
What can you tell me about Jiro?
Amanjaro was my great-grandfather. Or my great-great-grandfather. To be honest, I can't remember which. I heard he was a little eccentric, but harmless. He died a long time ago. My mother told me that he saw me a few times as a babe, but I was too young to remember. Mother said that he would cradle me and sing to me, and I would, well, pull out his beard hairs.
Why would a harmless wizard construct a lethal haven?
Well, I thought it was just a story. You know, make-believe. And wizards do protect their towers. I thought she was just exaggerating. I mean, the whole inescapable death trap and thousands of spiders from the abyss thing. It was hard to take my mother seriously when she said things like that.
Do you know where we could find him?
I've been thinking about it, but honestly, I have no idea where it is. I doubt it would help much anyway. And the whole idea of having to spill my blood to get in there, well, I'm not in any real hurry to find it either.
Does it have to be Jiro blood?
That's what my mother said. I wouldn't mind trying other people's blood first if they volunteer. Maybe we could bleed Bishop. Try it out first.
The way you're going, girl, I think
I
we'll have
actually
more
agree
than
that
enough
I'm
of your
totally
blood
fine
when
with
we
it.
find this haven. If we ever do.
His hearing's a little too sharp. Still, Mother was pretty insistent on the blood part. And a whole pint of it. That's a little much.
That was probably an exaggeration.
Yeah, probably.
No questions?
All right, go on and ask.
What happened to your family in High Cliff?
There's not much to tell. To be honest, my mother died many years ago. Bad marsh fever. Not much I could do. As for my father, well, I didn't really know him. Died when I was very young. He's more like a blur than a memory. What about you? I mean, if you want to talk about it.
My family?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about it. I mean, your father, or your uncle, he seems very nice.
Duncan is my father's half-brother. He used to be part of an adventuring company.
He was? He looked like he'd been a tavern keeper for, well, forever. Huh. He seems so down to earth to be an adventurer. No offense. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. You didn't have to. But knowing you actually have family and knowing what they do, well, that's important, I think.
My father, my foster father, was a little distant.
Distant? Why?
Don't really know.
Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to pass away suddenly, you'd never know.
My mother's a mystery to me.
Doesn't your father know anything about her? It seems like he would.
I don't know who my real father is, only my foster father, Dagan.
What does Dagan say about your mother? Did he know her?
I suppose I should ask. He's a quiet man.
Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to pass away suddenly, you'd never know.
Never seemed to like me too much. I'm worried he blames me for the death of his wife.
You mean your mother?
No, Douglas' wife, Shia. My mother, I never knew at all.
What happened? I mean, if you want to talk about it. Don't mean to pry like a town gossip or anything.
She died along with my mother in the Battle of West Harbor. Died trying to save me.
That's terrible. I really don't know what to say. She must have loved you very much. I didn't realize what you'd been through. That you lost your mother. It's kind of strange. The way you carry yourself, it doesn't seem like you'd ever suffered any loss. Then I hear about this. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear it.
I don't really know.
Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to pass away suddenly, you'd never know.
I don't know more about my trainer than I do about the rest of my family.
I was wondering, who trained you to be a hero? Who was your teacher? was wondering, who trained you to be a hero?
Why can't I?
Who was your
Why
teacher?
can't I answer that question? That's weird.
Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to pass away
questions for
suddenly,
you?
all right, go on and ask.
Let's get okay, she's done.
Something you need?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, especially if we're going with clan history and our accomplishments. But chances are, and I don't blame you, you're just asking about me, personally. So let me give you the short version. I've been traveling the Sword Coast for a year or two, making my trade at villages and towns, and, well, making my trade at taverns as well, but you already had a taste of that at the Weeping Willow. All right, go on and ask them.
Want to ask about some of the companions.
Like who?
You seem well disposed of Niska than before, even Eileen to an extent.
Well, that frail lass is one of the Copper Elves. Wood Elves. They're a stone's throw more tolerable than some of the other kin, but she's still an elf. Their kind stood with the shield dwarves in the north, so I'll stand by her if need be. She needs to comb her hair, though, and put a little meat on that slim belly of hers. You'd think she was trying to be a tavern dancer with a belly like that. Huh, makes my stomach churn.
It may be crazy, but in my coffee as eating the trial of the even hand the tier monks put before you.
Huh? Not a bad idea. All right, go on and ask them. Kelga, it's a wonder you haven't heard of me. Consider. All right, go on and ask them. Well, then, and well, making my trade at taverns as well, but you. All right, go on and ask them.
I think that's it with him.
Is there something you need?
Let's see.
It is not something I wish to discuss. Let us leave it for another time. If there is something else you wish to ask, then do so. But there are some things which shall remain mine and mine alone. What did you wish to know? The mare is no all it touches dies, and without life, without the land to aid us. Such things are not born of the land, perhaps only by reaching beyond the land, into the libraries and tomes. What did you wish to know? The mare is no something stirs there, but I know not what. Others have gone in search of its heart and not returned. I do not wish to What did you wish to know? Do you think this is the first lifetime I have spent in the mists of Mer Delane? My life in the Mare dates back several lifetimes. Many of my ancestors lie beneath its waters, and my ancestors were there when Mer Delane gained its human name. before there were even such tiny settlements as West Harbor and Redfallow's Watch.
Redfallow's Watch?
The name means nothing to you, does it? Of course not. The mayor claimed it over 50 years ago in its slow march across the land, and before that was the event where it gained its human name.
It's human name?
My people once called the mare Maridelaine, the slow tide or slow marching court. In the times before the wars of men gave it a new name, before humans settled on its shores, and those settlements are mostly gone now. Their manors and castles now ruins, desperately reaching their hands above the water. It is for all who dwell within cities that the land will take again what was taken from it, whether cut stone, carved wood, or fields sliced by the plow.
So it wasn't your first lifetime in the mayor of Deadman?
No, for my father perished there in the fog, slain by orc soldiers from the mountains. It is his life that I speak of when I say lifetimes. On the year the swamp gained its new name, there was a great battle fought miles within its borders. Orcs spilling from the mountains drove humans, dwarves, and my people into the swamps, where they were surrounded, and cut down in the fog, trapped in mud where the footings of the orcs proved truer. But there were no need for graves. Their corpses were all embraced and dragged down, and what dead lay upon the surface were taken by the others who dwelled in the swamp. And so, even in the fog, the ghosts still whisper and weep of lost Maridelaine, the song taken up by countless elven widows that cry across its shores. And always, the mare seeks more dead to draw them down into its waters, down amongst the dead ones.
What happened then?
I was orphaned from that battle when the first of the circle found me wailing in the mist. In those very ruins you traveled to outside of West Harbor. They gathered me up and I made no sound. And they took me into the heart of the mare to show me its secret ways. And there was always much to learn. In time, though I knew only some of its ways, I became accepted into the circle, and accepted by the mare as well. It was only the last test that I failed.
What last test?
Perhaps we shall speak of it another time, but not now.
Dang. Not enough influence. Do not care about you.
Great! What's wrong now? Glenna's father, and one of the masters at the school, deals with enchantments and reagents, powerless like the others.
He doesn't seem to like you too much.
He's all bluster and talk like the rest of them. I was defending myself, and if he's too blind to see that, then let him try to do something. He even has to get his students to fight for him. A worthless house, if you ask me. His daughter deserved what happened. Go on and ask. Why? Like you care? If I didn't almost burn down—
Hey!
Oh, stow it, you drunk! My problem is, people keep telling me what to do, and I can handle myself. I know my powers, and I don't need to go on and ask.
Yeah, something you need.
You were too impressed with the people, remember?
No, and neither should you. You're from West Harbor. Duncan told me what happened. The Gith show up, and you killed them. And you know what? There'd be a lot less misery in the world if everyone followed that simple rule. Either stand up and fight, or be prepared to suffer.
Sometimes the innocent need protecting.
Do they? Maybe when you don't let people stand up for themselves, you end up hurting them worse than if you let them take a few wounds. What would have happened if you never fought for anything? Why, you wouldn't have come all this way. Seems to me there's a strength in that, something you can learn from. And so could those fool villagers in Ember.
Something else on it?
Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Man, he's a dick. Seem to have problems with Luskins.
Luskins? Don't give it much thought. Most of them aren't human beings anyway. They usually give up any shred of morality or dignity as part of the toll at the front gate.
Why do you hate them so much?
Because they deserve it. At least in Neverwinter, the soldiers and thieves operate with some shred of purpose or morality. Luskin. It's not even worth hating them. Look, enough about Luskins. They aren't worth talking about. Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Know anything about Mir?
Big, dangerous swamp. Not much else to tell. Lots of battles fought there, lots of corpses lying under the water. Easy to get lost in, but you probably know that from West Harbor, right?
True, did Duncan say anything about it?
Duncan said something about it. Said your village got attacked. Drove you to Neverwinter. Trust me, whatever happened in your village, probably a lot easier to deal with than coming to Neverwinter. But you harbormen, you're a pretty tough bunch. To be driven out of there must have been something pretty scary. Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Why did you become a ranger?
Well, it's because tracking and hunting help put things in perspective. Out in the wild, well, the whole predator-prey relationship is a little more honest.
And which are you?
I've been on both sides, prey and predator. And if you think you're a predator, you're usually wrong. You're always someone's prey.
You like the wilds? Why were you in Neverwinter?
Because you can't always find cheap ale in the wilderness or Duskwood. That's why.
So which are you, predator or prey?
I've been on both sides, prey and predator. And if you think you're a predator, don't know. Maybe someone, maybe no one. But chances are I'll find out someday, unless I find them first. Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Does the phrase Kalatra mean anything?
No. Is it a phrase or a name? Sure doesn't sound like any Sword Coast town I've heard of. That's what those Gith call you, right? I assumed it was some curse, like Halfwit, or Dung Dweller, or something like that.
Yes, I think so.
Already have. Now, is that it? Or do you have more to ask?
That might be good. Man, he's a dick. Nothing. Of course.
Some way I can help? Why, what don't I do? I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
Okay, that's done. The Yavas don't care about you. Oh, let's see what storage is. Let's go to church one more time with him. What do you want to do, Kevin? What happened? Pretty cryptic. Doesn't sound too hard, I guess.
Yeah?
See, I don't know why with the monk that's blue and they don't cast anything. It's weird.
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
Follow me, everyone. Grab a buddy and let's head out.
Yes.
problem is your armor and your shield. I also need to get monkey grip. You are so much weaker now than you were as a fighter. And that makes me sad.
Well, yes.
Follow me.
I sworn I chose light armor.
What would you like?
It's too costly.
Yeah?
What weird games are there?
Step behind me. Follow, my friend.
Really liked it better when he was a fighter. Alright everyone, that's it for me tonight. And we'll continue this adventure tomorrow and start the Black District following the main campaign.